Life Audio.
Where is the power in these 5 decisions? It's because you decide once and then you move forward with confidence. You've made these 5 decisions. They are all decided. You've decided once, and now you're going to just move forward with confidence and more joy and more clarity about what today is going to look like.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
What do you think of when you hear the name The Salvation Army? Helping people? Ringing bells at Christmas? Podcasts? Yes, the Salvation Army creates a network of podcasts in both English and Spanish. One of those shows, Words of Life, is a 15-minute weekly show featuring testimonies, interviews, and conversations about topics impacting the church today. On recent and upcoming episodes, we'll be joined by Dr. Craig Keener.
Christianity doesn't rise or fall on Christians. It rises or falls on Jesus Christ.
Bishop for the Global Methodist Church, Dr. Carolyn Moore.
I am consumed by the mind of Christ, and my heart gets broken for the things that break God's heart. I begin now to walk in power.
Nicole Eunice, Rachel Wojo, and more. Listen and subscribe to Words of Life wherever you listen to podcasts, or visit wordsoflifepodcast.org.
Hello and welcome to the Encourager Podcast, where we have encouraging conversations to help you joyfully harmonize your home and work life. I'm your host, Rebekah Scott. I'm a wife, mother, designer, coach, and author. I'm here to help encourage and empower you to confidently make decisions that work for you and your stage of life, whatever that might be. Hello, Encouragers. Today's podcast is brought to you by Just Thrive Probiotics, my go-to supplement to feel more energized and lighter. I also love the Just Thrive Calm supplement to keep my thoughts from spinning and keep them more focused and in the moment. Use code Encourager to get 15% off by going to justthrive.com. On today's episode, we're talking about 5 quick decisions you can make every day. And I'm resisting the urge to snap because that really is how you're going to feel after you make these 5 quick decisions to make more momentum, be more productive, and be more joyful during your day. Do you ever feel like your brain is running a marathon before you even finish your first cup of coffee? Like you just hit the ground running? Whether you actually physically ran or it's just going through your head, you're just on this marathon, right? It's the weight of a million little decisions, and they can drain your energy before the day even starts because it's that mental bandwidth that we talk about. What if I told you that making just 5 quick decisions every morning could give you the clarity, the focus, and the peace of mind that you are seeking on how to start the day? It can be done. The key to a productive, joy-filled day isn't just about working harder. It's about making quick, confident decisions that eliminate mental clutter and keep you focused on what truly matters. Doing what you're called to do according to His purposes for you. We're going to go from feeling reactive to feeling in control with these 5 quick decisions. These 5 quick decisions happen from a distinct story for myself where when I was first starting the business in about the first 1 to 3 years, I would just wake up, take care of my own needs, take care of the kids' needs, take care of food needs, you know, all the 5 systems, right? And my work system, I would stare at my pile of paper and go, okay, well, I'm just going to start with the first sheet of paper here and then try and get as far as I can today with all the amazing little interruptions that you have when you have little kids and the work interruptions when you're checking email and you're checking text message and you're checking socials, right? We're all like, yep. But we have this big pile. And it just felt like, yes, I know I was getting through the pile like 1 sheet at a time, but I wasn't making the progress that I wanted to make. And so every day I would approach the same pile and look through the same pile and go, gosh, I just read this yesterday, but I only got to move 2 pieces of paper, or let's say 3 pieces of paper. And so what I started doing was making these 5 quick decisions because I thought, wait, this one I am going to push. So I'm going to explain them here in a minute, but that's how this started working for me. And as I developed it, I got really good at just making these decisions quick so that I could move on with what I was going to make progress for on that day. Most daily stress comes not from doing too much, but from constantly deciding over what to do next. This is so true, right? It's not the stress of how much you have to do, it's which one is going to come next. So the solution is to pre-decide on a few key things every day. We're going to talk about 5 quick decisions you make every single morning to bring more focus, ease, and my most important one, joy into your day. These decisions will save time and energy, reduce the overwhelm and the stress, and keep you focused on what truly matters for that day. It matters because our days are shaped by our choices. Hear that again. Our days are shaped by our choices. The more you delay decisions, the more you lose momentum. And this is one of the things that I get asked very frequently. It's like, how do you get so much done? Well, I don't delay decisions as much as possible because of these 5 quick ones. And if you keep delaying decisions, you never get to close that mental loop in your head because you haven't made the decisions. Okay, making these decisions quickly and early gives you more space for creativity, which is super important for me. Problem solving. Yeah, you can approach problem solving in a much better mood and atmosphere. And peace. When we pre-decide, we protect our time, our energy, and our joy. Okay, let's go over the 5 quick decisions you can make every day. Number 1, what's for supper? You hear me say this one a lot. This one takes up a lot of mental bandwidth unless you decide. I suggest you decide this before 9 a.m., but that may look like 7 a.m. at your house. It's whenever you're going to be out of the house and not have to think about it again. That's when you want to make this decision. You make this decision because it eliminates the 4 p.m. panic when everyone is hungry and you have no plan and you're busy trying to find the number to call about what you are going to do about supper. Okay? So the solution, check your fridge, check your pantry, pick something that's easy, or maybe it's complicated because that's what you like as a foodie, but commit. The biggest part of this one is I just want you to commit to the decision. This is what you're having. Then you can walk away if that's the 1% version you need for that day, or you can lay out some of the ingredients. You can take it a little bit more percentage, if you will. The hack is that you got to write it down somewhere so it's visible and so you don't waste mental energy revisiting it all day long. What's for supper? It's been written down. Maybe some ingredients have been gotten out, maybe not, but the decision has been made. You are moving on. So, for example, in my house this morning, I did not make the plan for this week. It was a little bit hairier as I was onboarding a team member. And I got up this morning and thought, oh, shoot, what are we going to have for lunch? I had the kids home today. And I thought, okay, looked in the pantry. We're going to do tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches. And for supper tonight, had some extra vegetables. We're going to do stir fry. So I got out the meat to defrost for the stir fry. I fried up the rice so that would be ready for supper time. And I got out the can of tomato soup and I got out the bread and laid it on the countertop because I could ask the kids to help me because they were home. All those decisions done, made, walk away. Number 2, what are your top 3 priorities for today? And why you need to do this is because it keeps you from drowning in a massive to-do list. Remember that paper pile. You're just going to decide what are the top 3 priorities for today. So when I look at my paper pile, I may say, okay, I got to record the podcast today. I need to create content for the next 4 days for RSD. And I've got to figure out how to get out of that loyalty program. Those are the top 3 priorities for today. Now, cheaters, overachievers, I see you. If you still got more things on your list, go for it. But highlight or circle the 3 that you are going to finish no matter what. You can still have some gravy ones because I love to have those as well. But you are going to emphasize what are the 3 that you do want to make progress on. Okay? So ask yourself, if I could only get 3 things done today, what would they be? Then we circle them or we highlight them. And the hack for that one, I already told you. You can go ahead and keep your running to-do list, but you're only going to highlight 3 things for today. Quick decision number 3, what can I push to next week? This one is important because not everything needs to be done today. This is why you can prioritize just those 3 things because you're like, wait, I can push this. This doesn't have to be done today or even this week. Maybe I need to push it to another week. Look at your schedule and move this non-urgent task to later. You're going to push this. I know by looking at my pile that there were some marketing pieces in there that I need to have printed that didn't need to be done today or even this week. So I'm going to push those to next week. And the hack is to give yourself permission to deprioritize something without the guilt. You can't do it that day. It's just too much. Wait, I'm going to give myself permission to push this a little bit. That deadline isn't sneaking up as fast as these other ones. I'm going to push this. There's something very glorious about the push button. But remember, in previous episodes, I've said this, and it's just a really little hack for myself and for my brain as far as like a visual. When I do push something, I put a little tally mark on the right-hand corner of the piece of paper. You might have this digital-wise, so maybe you just mark it somehow that you have saw this once and you have pushed this once. When I get up to 5 tallies, I have to do it. No more pushing. I can't push past 5. That's my rule. What would your rule be? It's just such an easy hack. But if I've pushed it too many times, I'm like, what's going on with this? Do I actually just need to let this go? Or do I actually just need to get this done? So if you are going to push it, I do recommend doing that little tally thing. Hey, encouragers, hope you're enjoying this episode. We'll be right back after this short break.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
What do you think of when you hear the name The Salvation Army? Helping people? Ringing bells at Christmas? Podcasts? Yes, the Salvation Army creates a network of podcasts in both English and Spanish. One of those shows, Words of Life, is a 15-minute weekly show featuring testimonies, interviews, and conversations about topics impacting the church today. On recent and upcoming episodes, we'll be joined by Dr. Craig Keener.
Christianity doesn't rise or fall on Christians. It rises or falls on Jesus Christ.
Bishop for the Global Methodist Church, Dr. Carolyn Moore.
I am consumed by the mind of Christ, and my heart gets broken for the things that break God's heart. I begin now to walk in power.
Nicole Eunice, Rachel Wojo, and more. Listen and subscribe to Words of Life wherever you listen to podcasts, or visit wordsoflifepodcast.org.
Okay, quick decision number 4. What is a no today? Because saying yes to everything just leaves you burnt out. We know this. We know this in concept, but we don't always follow it. So I'm giving you permission today to make that decision. What is a no for today? What in this pile, what in this email box can I just say no to? This is not pushing. This is actually writing out how you are not going to do this. So look at your calendar, look at your to-do list. Maybe it's your inbox. And what can you say no to? The hack is to use a script for declining invitations or requests to make it easier. So I have some email templates that I've already created that it's like if I'm saying no to a speaking event, if I'm saying no to a friend or a coffee date, I actually have templates for this. I know this sounds super nerdy, you guys, but it just helps me to do it without guilt. And then I always doctor them up a little bit so they sound more like Becca anyways. I wrote them anyways, but sometimes the situations call for different things. And so I'll just read through those. And usually mines are not always like a hard pass. I do have that on a few business decisions, but usually if it's like friends or getting involved or volunteering with things, it's more like, hey, it's a no this year, but please keep me on your email list because I'd love to know about this next year. 99% of my answers are that. I can't make it work this year because I am prioritizing X, Y, Z, but I would love to still be part of your email list. Can you keep me involved? That's what it is for me. And I like that. If you are better at saying no and you're like, no, I don't want to be on the email list and I don't ever want to be asked again, okay, more power to you. But for me, I'm like, actually, I don't know that I want to say no forever on this, but please keep me on your email list. So ask yourself, what is a no today? Quick decision number 5. What is a yes today? You need this because it gives you intentional focus on what deserves your energy. What do you get to say yes to today? That's a fun one. We all like saying yes, but it's really fun if you're intentional about it and you're making a quick decision of like, you know what? Yes, I am going to do this. So identify one thing you truly need to prioritize your yes to. And then the hack is to write it down or say it out loud to affirm your commitment. Okay, this is big. Like you're not just saying yes, like, yeah, I'm going to do that. You're going to say out loud, I am committing to doing this event because I can see that it glorifies God and it will allow me to spread his message. Maybe that's why you're saying yes. Maybe saying your yes because it's been too many years of saying no to this person and you really do want to do this. Maybe it's a yes because you promised yourself from your bucket list that you will be doing this. I mean, I could go on and on for the yes, but that's always a fun decision for me in the morning. Is like, hey, what of this list is a yes today? So an example for me is I had this event with a friend, Kim of mine, who I thought, gosh, am I going to be able to make this work? And I started looking at the calendar and I was like, I really want to say yes to this. And I saw her marketing, which I know sounds super silly, but I'm obviously create for a living. And when I saw the marketing around it, I'm like, this is so beautiful. I want this to be a very big yes. So we're going to make it happen. So I emailed right away, let's make this happen and let's talk about how I can get involved. That is a great yes for the day. And here's a fun fact. When you do the yes decision, it doesn't mean you have to execute it on that day. Yes, I'm going to do this event. Now I did. I emailed right away, but you could say a little sticky note on it, a little star by your email. I am doing this, but I don't have to respond today, but I have pre-decided, yes, I'm going to do this. I'll send you some details in the coming days. Right? It doesn't have to necessarily have a bunch of things to do with it once you say yes, but affirm your yes, say it out loud, let it be until you have to pick it back up. Where is the power in these 5 decisions? It's because you decide once and then you move forward with confidence. You've made these 5 decisions. They are all decided. You've decided once, and now you're going to just move forward with confidence and more joy and more clarity about what today is going to look like. When you pre-decide, you stop second guessing. You've already decided. When you set priorities, you move toward actual progress. When you're not going through 50 sheets of paper, but you're going through the 5 that have 3 decisions in them that you made for that day, those 3 things that you're going to get done, you're going to actually make progress and you're going to feel it because you got to complete it because you prioritized it for that day. And when you say no, you free yourself for the right yeses. And practicing saying no daily with these 5 quick decisions get really, really good at it. So you can say some really powerful yeses in your future. Here's how you can start doing this today. Remember, when you listen to the podcast, one of my specialties, you guys, is that I want you to be able to stop listening to this and within 10 minutes, start implementing some of these decisions. So decide for tomorrow or today if you want. Try making these 5 quick decisions. Number 1, what's for supper? Number 2, what are your top 3 priorities for today? Number 3, what can I push? Number 4, what is a no today? Number 5, what is a yes today? Okay, now write them down, whether it's in your planner, maybe it's a sticky note, maybe it's an email to yourself, maybe it's the agenda sheet that is a free resource on our podcast website, encouragerpodcast.com. You can write it down there, but write it down. What are those 5 decisions? What did you make today? This should take less than about 10 minutes. Sometimes you can do it in 5. Now, notice how much mental space you just freed up. That pile is now organized. Whether that pile was in your head or on your desk or in your inbox, you now have mental space to make some progress. You've pre-decided what your day is going to look like. If you will, share this episode with a friend. You have that overwhelmed friend who's just like, I do so much during the day, but I can't see the needle moving. Help them. Let them listen to this to make those 5 decisions so they can see those tangible things get done to feel more productive and to feel more joyful in their day. So please forward this to a friend, a coworker, or a sister that you know needs to hear. They are already trying to kill it, but they're not making as much progress as they want. They just need to get clear on what their 5 quick decisions for the day will be. Every day, you get to decide whether you're running your life or letting life run you. These 5 simple decisions take just minutes, but they will transform the way you manage your time, your energy, and your focus. So I want you to start trying and implementing it right away. And then please contact us on our social media, especially Instagram, and let us know how it's going. I want to see how these quick decisions have drastically changed your pile, whatever that looks like. And then I want you to remember this analogy. Picture a combine. We're here in the Midwest. We farm and ranch, my husband's family. When you see the combine moving in the field, and this will be kind of a funny thing, especially for us Midwesterners, is your combine green or is your combine red? I grew up with a green combine. Now we are red combines. I'm a little conflicted in my spirit, but we're getting over it. Somebody out there listening to this just went, oh my gosh, it's a John Deere Case IH, right? Okay, I want you to picture your color combine. It's moving through the field. It is harvesting that tall corn, okay? Are you in front of the corn where the combine, you are always afraid that it's going to hook you and you're going to start running into the combine? Or are you controlling the combine and you're making progress on all those rows of corn? Which one are you? Are you outside the combine and you're just running and trying to get it all done before it gets you? Or are you controlling the combine? Be the one behind the wheel, everyone. Until next time, encouragers, we got this because he's got us. Thanks so much for tuning in. If the Encourager podcast has helped or encouraged you in any way, please subscribe to the show and leave a 5-star review. And then help us spread the message of encouragement and hope by sharing the podcast with others. Ready to bring more organization and joy into your life? The Encourager Academy helps you harmonize your home and work life through our online course and coaching programs. Our 5-system approach, me, food, family, work, and home, tackles your biggest obstacles, offering lifetime access to video lessons and guided worksheets. Learn at your own pace with practical tools and strategies. Enroll now at encourageracademy.com and use code WeGotThis for $50 off.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.